Welcome in, everyone, to Life Without Limits, where there are no limits to what you can achieve. My name is Joan Kaler. I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. I am a licensed psychotherapist in Pennsylvania and an international coach around the world. I help people with their emotional situations, psychological. I help you let go of anxiety, stress, depression, trauma, life transitions, whatever is going on. Part of my mission, even though I'm not a dietitian, is to find out what your lifestyle is. Find out what you eat, because what we put into our bodies determines our physical, emotional, and mental health. And doing so, I have found the most wonderful company. I reached out to Market Wagon. I'm going to introduce you to Nick Carter, who is the creator of this. And I am telling you what, this company rocks, which is why I wanted to feature them on my podcast. So welcome in, Nick Carter. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Joan.
This is so much fun. So just to give people a little background, what I've discovered, because I think I'm your biggest fan. I have placed many, many orders with Market Wagon. I love that I can go shopping. And by the way, everyone who's listening and watching, I hate grocery shopping. I loathe it. I don't want to go park my car, go into the store with a mask on. I feel overwhelmed. The quality of the food is because I don't know where it comes from. It takes me, if I go, which I don't now, if I go shopping, it takes me at least an hour, hour and a half, and then I have to lug everything home and unpack it, and it's whatever. So since this pandemic happened, we have had a revolution in how food is delivered. And I tried other services before, but didn't care for them because I couldn't order the portions that I needed to. And I didn't know where it was coming from. So, okay, I'm going to be quiet for once in my life here and let Nick talk. Nick, how did you decide to create Market Wagon? What was your motivation?
Well, it was pretty simple. I grew up on a small Indiana farm, and if we didn't figure out a way to reach end consumers who were interested in buying our food, then my kids wouldn't grow up on a small Indiana farm. So we had to figure out a way to get access to the consumer marketplace where the customers really want, well-raised. We raise meat on our farm, pasture-raised meats, and it's just got to be convenient for them to find it, buy it, get it delivered to them. So we created an online farmers market, and for our farm. But then today there's now 2,000 farmers and food artisans around the country that are on the platform, selling everything from produce, milk, dairy, eggs, meat, baked goods, heat and eat items. Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, gosh. Oh, just everything I've purchased through Market Wagon is so good. Let's talk to everyone about the difference. Dan, who shout out to Dan because he got us connected and he is a marketing genius. Tell everybody the difference between certified organic versus meeting organic quality.
Yeah. So the word organic has been around since I think it was the late 60s when Rodale's Institute started publishing a magazine about organic farming, or organic gardening, I think at the time. And it really just kind of lived in obscurity for 4 decades. And in the late 90s, as there was a lot of different food crazes, a lot of people started latching onto that word and calling their food organic, and it wasn't a regulated word. So then the USDA took over and created regulations around what could and could not be called, quote, organic. Sounds great on the surface, but when that happened, then immediately lobbying got involved, right? So fast forward to today, I think we're up over 70 different synthetic chemicals that have been approved on the exceptions list that can be used, that companies, large pharmaceutical and agroceutical companies lobby to get accepted. And you can still legally use the word organic. So that's taking place on the one hand. And then on the other hand, what took place is that it put a cost to a farmer to be able to pay for the record keeping, certifications, and all of the red tape that goes into being certified by a USDA agent, comes to your farm, reviews your records, and audits your processes once a year and makes sure that you are in fact doing what they say is organic, so that many small farmers can't afford to be able to legally say organic any longer. So you have some of the smallest farms that are usually doing things as close to nature as possible, because that's just how they manage their land, can't afford to say the word organic. And the big ag companies have lobbied for the permission to be able to use certain chemicals and still call it organic and get that through. So it's really lost a lot of its original meaning. And the reason is pretty simple. It's because regulation is a pretty poor substitute for transparency. And what consumers have tended to do is they've wanted to kind of outsource, if you will, the decision making of who they should trust to some trusted source, some other seemingly authoritative party, like the government. Like, if the government tells me that it's safe, if the government tells me that it's natural, if the government tells me that this is organic, then I believe it. And unfortunately, we just can't do that anymore. We have to actually have a relationship with the people who are growing our food and understand what practices that they're using if it really matters to us.
What I know is when I order something and it's delivered to my door for, I think it is, I should check on this, but maybe $6.95. It might be a little, I can have a truck come and it only costs me $6.95. It's minimal. So I'm really careful. Like, I'll put things in my shopping bag during the week, and then I'll press the button no later than Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest everybody, if you try this, press the button, check out on Saturday so you don't forget. But I got apples once. It's as though somebody went out and just plucked the apple right off the tree, put it in the bag, brought it to me, and it was the local farmer 5 miles away. I don't have time to get in my car. God bless every farmer and artisan in southwestern Pennsylvania. I don't have time to get in my car and go from farm to farm to farm to get all this delicious food. And however the term is organic, I know through Market Wagon that what I eat is very healthy for me. It tastes delicious. Now I know the difference between kale and Russian kale. Oh my gosh. Russian kale is so tender and sweet. I can make a salad, people, of Russian kale. Let's see, the hydroponic lettuce. Okay. Microgreens, fresh, that somebody grew right down the street from me, marketed them, sold them through Market Wagon, and I can have, pickled beets are to die for. And I usually make my own pickled beets, but I don't have to anymore. So I can get all these fresh ingredients, put them in my salad just for me. And they are so good. So you, Nick, have saved me gas and time. So I don't have to go all over God's green earth looking for fresh food, meat, dairy. The cheese is to die for. All the baked goods. Oh. I'm on auto delivery for the coffee cake. Anyway, everything is of the highest quality, delicious, and I can order it as many servings as I want just for me and have it delivered to my door by a very, very nice person. Okay, I know I'm gushing, but I'm so appreciative. So how do you get all these vendors, all these wonderful people to sell their products through your system, through your website?
Well, we're in 37 cities now. Every time we open in a new city, we have to start by just getting to know who the local food producers are, who are the mainstays at some of the area farmers markets, who's got farm stores and farm stands. And we actually have a team of 8 full-time employees at our corporate office that they're called foragers, and their job is just to reach out and get to know the local folks, let them know what we do, and talk to them about getting into the online farmers market. And many of them do.
Okay. I assume, I don't know how the financial stuff works. I assume they're well compensated for everything they sell on your site. I'm hoping they are.
Yeah, they make way more selling on Market Wagon than any other wholesale relationship that they could have, because we exist to serve them. I mean, the consumers like you are obviously very important to the company. We wouldn't exist without them, but our number one customer is our vendors. We are here to enable vendors to thrive, and that's our mission.
Wonderful. And I'm so appreciative, because my main worry before meeting you, and I found you on Facebook, my main worry was, how am I going to eat this winter? How am I going to get fresh food? I go to a grocery store or a big box store. I don't know where this produce came from. Was it trucked in from California, Florida, Texas, Indiana? With all due respect to these wonderful, wonderful states, the food production system seems to be so strange. So yeah, the vendors are absolutely tremendous. And I look forward to developing relationships with everyone who does my baking for me. I ordered a pumpkin pie for next week.
And that's the key, is to know who's producing the food. And then on Market Wagon, you're not just ordering from them, but you can chat with them, ask questions of them, follow your favorite vendors, and really build a relationship.
I love being able to look at the testimonials, because I was looking at the testimonials for a piece of chuck roast, and everybody was raving about this vendor and the roast. So I thought, okay, I'll take a chance. Oh my gosh. I put it in my Instapot. I don't really know how to cook, but I love my Instapot. So I put it in there and I browned it first, and I put bone broth in there. Oh my gosh, to die for. So I couldn't eat it all. So I cut it up and froze most of it and put it in my freezer to take out. But gosh, and then I got a full chicken. I was too late for the turkeys. They were all sold out by the time I got
there. There's been a shortage of turkeys countrywide.
Yeah. So it's an exciting experience to know that every Tuesday, to let everybody know too, Market Wagon, I should grab a bag. They have their own totes with their logo on them. And then they put the product, in a paper bag, in a plastic bag. And then a very nice person brings the tote to your porch. And then the totes that you have, they recycle all this stuff. So what I do is I unhook the little list that has everything I ordered, and I put the clip back in the tote, because it's your clip, it's not my clip.
Yeah, we reuse all of that.
Yeah. Yep. The ice tray at the bottom, put everything out Tuesday morning, which is my delivery day. And then the person comes and takes the the totes and brings me my food in the new totes. It's just an incredible system that you have. So if anybody out there in well, anywhere in the United States is a local vendor, please contact Market Wagon, because this is an incredible system. And I have used many delivery systems, but I don't know where the food comes from. And you don't have to, how do I want to explain this? You don't have to sign up for an auto delivery service. You just go on there and order like you were going to the grocery store. It's delivered to you. So it's not like, okay, this is going to be a weekly service and I have to sign a contract or agree to have it automatically sent to me. There's nothing like that about this. So let me see.
Yep.
I want to show everybody. I'm going to share my screen here. Poor Nick hardly gets a chance to talk. Okay.
You're doing great.
Okay, let's go here and see what we've got. I think this is okay. So this is the website, local food delivered. Okay, and I just wanted to hit the part about who they are, but let me go over here because I want to get to shop now. Okay, so this is what you're going to find when you go to the website. It is so totally cool. You see all these lists of everything up at the top here: meat, dairy and eggs, prepared foods, bakery, produce, pantry, non-food, on sale. Let's see, what is that? Popular, newest. You see all these, and then you can go to all these little icons here, depending on what you're shopping for. And there's sampler, slow cooker, getting meats, easy local meats, and you can go down here and click on any picture and then read what other people think of it. And as you put it in your basket, then eventually you'll check out. So I'm waiting for the next boneless skinless turkey breasts, but just, oh gosh, look at this. US certified organic mix. Oh my gosh. The most delicious things. Now I'm going to go to the Facebook page. So this is how you do it, folks. You just get on the website and go shopping. Okay. And let's go to Facebook. This is just the coolest thing. So you can get as many or as little produce as you want to. I've gotten apples. I've gotten pears. I'm getting apples again this Tuesday. The quality, this is what I want to explain to everyone. The quality of the food is exceptional. I mean, if you want to go get in your car, God bless you. If you want to get in your car and go to your local farmer's market and go shopping, then I wish you well, but I don't want to do that. I don't have time to do it. This saves me time. So in this case, I can use Market Wagon. Okay, person, be quiet. I'm talking to Nick. I can use Market Wagon and do my shopping. And it's delivered to me every Tuesday. So as the pandemic begins to open, because it's safe, it's delivered, I don't have to worry about, I mean, I will wear a mask when I go indoors for places, but it's a remarkable service with remarkable vendors. Nick Carter, you're a genius.
Just necessity is the mother of invention. It was needed, and so we figured out a way to get it done.
What did you create Market Wagon? How long has this been going on?
6 years ago. It's 2016.
6 years, and I just found you on Facebook. Oh, my stars and stripes. Okay.
Well, we just started in southwestern Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
So we're new to your area.
Where have you been?
I'm in Indianapolis. This is where we got started. Was in central Indiana,
Mhm.
and everywhere we go, when we open in a new city, it's a whole different supply chain. So we have to meet all the new local farmers and food artisans there,
Mhm.
because, like you said, we're not shipping the stuff from, all over the country.
Yeah. And then somehow you explain to them how to take the picture, how to make the description, throw it up on Market Wagon. And then somebody goes up to that farm and has my name on it and says, this is what Joan bought this week. And then they get it. Is that how it works?
Actually, for the most part, the producers bring it to our fulfillment center.
Oh, duh. Okay, that makes more sense. So there's a fulfillment center. Where's your fulfillment center in southwestern Pennsylvania? Are you allowed to say? Or is that a secret?
I would be allowed if I had any idea. I haven't been there. There's 37 of them around the country, so it's hard to keep them all straight.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's in the strip district. Okay, so all the vendors bring the food down there and then it's packed up, and then somehow the people that bring it to me, do they go down there too and then get the, okay.
Yep,
And
so
they pick it up and
the
deliver it.
exactly.
Wow. Everyone out there, vendors, thank you so much for what you do, what you grow, because you're feeding me, you're feeding my neighbor. The people that haven't tried this, wherever you are in the United States, please give Market Wagon a try. I think it blows the food delivery system to your door out of the water.
Thank you, Joe.
You can't get fresher food. I don't care how many ice packs they have in the delivery. You can't get fresher food from your neighbor who does this right down the street. I don't have time to go shopping. I don't want to go shopping. I just want to eat fresh food. I'm going to have spanakopita after this. I made kale chips last night. I have not had any junk food. I can't tell you the last time. If I get hungry, then I'm going to go and either have a pear, an apple, some applesauce that I've made, a snack from Market Wagon, have some tea, have some water. I don't eat junk food anymore. And for parents out there who say, oh, my kid doesn't like vegetables. Hey, that's because where do the vegetables come from that you get? You might want to give this a try and see. Make some kale chips. Get the fresh kale and then just put a little bit of olive oil on your hands and massage the kale with the olive oil, then just a little sprinkle of Himalayan salt. Put it in the oven, I put mine in my convection oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Oh, it's so good. So the small part of me that cooks, but you can get your kids involved, and everybody's online anymore. So get your kids involved in the kitchen. I practically guarantee they'll learn to like fruits and vegetables if you get them from a local vendor through Market Wagon. Give it a try. I just urge you to try it once and see what it's like. No contracts, no subscriptions, no boxes to recycle. They take all the totes away. It's a wonderful system that you've created, Nick and Dan, and everyone who works at Market Wagon.
Thank you. Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Anything so I can be quiet for a moment. So other than you and Dan, I want to do everything I can to help you reach out to people around this country. Anything that you want to add that I've forgotten?
You can also shop with friends. So when you're on Market Wagon, you can invite friends to shop with you. When you do that, you'll get a $20 store credit. So you get referral credit, and then you can start commenting and chatting about the foods that you love on Market Wagon and shop socially.
Okay, I just want to show everybody, this is going to be really funny because I got this with my first order and I keep forgetting to use it. Wait a minute, I have to stop my virtual screen here so everybody can see this. Hold that thought, folks. I'll be right there. I'm just going to stop this for a second because I want to show you all what this looks like, but this is a coupon that you'll probably get on your first order. Funny thing is, I keep forgetting to use it. So next week, I'm going to have this right next to my computer so I can use my coupon. Duh.
Yeah.
It's a great system. And I wish you and your family farm well. I think the meats that you sell, how do you describe them, Nick? Are they organic? Are they free of antibodies? I mean, antibiotics, not antibodies, antibiotics.
Yeah. No hormones, no antibiotics are used. They're raised entirely on pasture all the time. We do allow some of the cattle to have some non-GMO grain in the wintertime. And that's just to make sure that they can maintain their body condition and have the calories that they need to keep their bodies warm.
Mhm.
But happy animals are raised in the wild, and that's what we do. We raise them on pasture all the time.
Oh, God bless you for what you do and everybody at Market Wagon. And I'm not a vegetarian, but to all the animals that feed me, God bless them too. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you and everybody at Market Wagon for what you do. People, please just try it once. I mean, our Market Wagon is getting sick of me doing testimonials in Southwestern Pennsylvania on Facebook. So I'm going to.
No, we'll never get sick of that.
No, you'll never get sick of that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm going to share this throughout my social.
Thank you.
So everybody knows what's going on. And you keep doing what you're doing because I need to eat.
We will keep it up, Joan.
And I'm no longer afraid of the produce that I get. I'm no longer afraid of the quality and where it comes from. It comes from right down the street for me. I just don't have to get in my car and go get it. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks, everybody at Market Wagon. Thank you, Dan. Bye-bye, Nick. You have a good one. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.